Lasers are rapidly emerging as a transformative force in modern warfare. Compact, cost-efficient, and capable of engaging targets at the speed of light, directed energy weapons are changing battlefield dynamics. Now, the United States Air Force has unveiled a next-generation laser-equipped drone, drawing significant attention across defense circles. Engineered for precision strikes and counter-UAS operations, this platform raises key questions. What breakthrough technologies does it carry, and how might it shape future aerial combat? Join us as we reveal the reasons why this United States laser drone will change everything. Lasers first joined United States military forces during the Vietnam War, not as weapons, but as helpful tools. Back then, they were used to guide bombs to their targets more accurately. Since that time, lasers have become common in many military operations. They have helped soldiers measure distances, sent secret signals, and even confused or blocked enemy optical devices like scopes and cameras. Sometimes lasers were even used to scare enemies. The U.S. troops have pointed visible laser dots on the chests of hostile fighters during nighttime operations, making them think they're being targeted by snipers. This psychological trick often works without a single shot being fired, but now the future of military lasers is about to change in a big way. Over the next 10 years, lasers won't just be support tools anymore. They'll become powerful weapons themselves. These next-generation laser systems, known as hard-kill weapons, will be able to destroy incoming threats like missiles, drones, or even enemy aircraft using pure energy. The most powerful of these new lasers will be megawatt-class devices. These will be strong enough to shoot down targets in an instant, using beams of intense energy, traveling at the speed of light. Unlike traditional weapons that rely on ammo or explosives, these laser systems are powered by electricity, making them faster, cheaper, and often safer to operate. The United States military has plans to place these new lasers in 3 main places: on the ground, in the air, and even in space. On land, the lasers could help protect Army bases from rocket attacks. In the air, they could stop missiles from hitting planes. And in space, they might one day shoot down enemy satellites or keep American satellites safe. This new kind of laser weapon is changing the way wars will be fought. Instead of waiting several minutes for missiles or jets to take action, commanders will be able to fight back in just seconds. With lasers, battles will become quicker, more accurate, and more like something out of the future. Taking things even further, the United States Navy has made a big step forward. General Atomics has shown off a powerful new laser system, now added for the first time to the MQ-9 Bravo Sky Guardian drone. This drone is a durable, unmanned plane that is known for being strong and flexible. The big reveal happened at the Sea Air Space event in the year 2025, where experts and military leaders got a closer look at this exciting new technology. The highlight of the showcase was a compact but mighty laser weapon packed into a pod that attaches underneath the drone. This laser is part of the 25 kilowatt class, and while that might not sound massive, it holds incredible potential. According to reports from Naval News, the system is scalable, which means in the future its power could be increased to a whopping 300 kilowatts, making it strong enough to take on a much wider range of threats. The laser pod is cooled by air, using a large ram air intake to keep things running smoothly during flight. Power comes from a high-performance battery built to handle the rough conditions of the sky and the sea. What makes this laser system extra special is its design. It's smaller, lighter, and more efficient than earlier versions, solving one of the biggest problems engineers face: fitting powerful weapons into tight spaces on aircraft. Images shown during the event featured the MQ-9 Bravo in action, using its new laser to shoot down kamikaze-style drones. These one-way attack drones, often referred to as Shahed-style, pose a growing threat because they're cheap, fast, and hard to stop. But now with this laser weapon on board, the MQ-9 Bravo could become a key player in defending naval ships from swarms of disposable drones. This development builds on years of work by General Atomics in the field of directed energy weapons, or DEWs. The company has already had success with projects like the Laser Airborne Communication Terminal, which in the year 2022 allowed aircraft to talk to each other using laser beams. That same technology now supports better targeting, beam control, and cooling for the new weapon system. At its core, the new high-energy laser system is solid-state, which means it's reliable and easy to maintain. And it's not just meant to stop drones. The HEL system is designed to handle a wide mix of threats, missiles, rockets, mortars, enemy surveillance tools, and even artillery shells. Its modular design means the system can be upgraded over time, with more power added when needed, all while keeping the same basic setup. This new laser drone combo gives the US military a big edge, letting them strike targets quickly and silently, without the need for missiles or bullets. And since lasers don't run out of ammo like regular weapons, it makes them perfect for long missions and defense against large numbers of incoming threats. Designed to be modular and scalable, this laser can be easily powered up to produce even more firepower. That means if enemies start bringing bigger threats, this weapon can rise to the occasion without needing a full redesign. It's deadly smart and deadly efficient. What makes the HEL even more impressive is how it saves space and weight. Thanks to its large optical aperture and powerful cooling system, the laser system fits smoothly into aircraft, ground vehicles, and naval vessels without weighing them down. In an era where size, weight, and speed determine who dominates the skies or seas, this system is clearly built to lead the pack. Now let's talk about the drone carrying this tech, the MQ-9B Sky Guardian. This drone is more of a relentless eye in the sky. It's a next-generation unmanned aircraft designed for long-term surveillance, intelligence, and reconnaissance missions. It's built to fly in rough conditions, in the middle of nowhere, and even above civilian airspace, making it incredibly versatile. The Sky Guardian comes from a group of drones that have flown for more than 8 million hours in the past 10 years. These drones have helped in many missions around the world, from war zones to helping with disasters and protecting the environment. Because of this long experience, Sky Guardian is built to carry more equipment and uses a flexible system that allows it to work with the newest sensors. These sensors help with gathering information, staying safe in dangerous areas, and even carrying weapons for tougher missions. The Sky Guardian is like a ghost, quiet, ever watching, and almost impossible to stop. It can stay airborne for more than 40 hours straight and can be controlled by satellite, meaning it doesn't need to be anywhere near a battlefield to get its job done. Day or night, storm or shine, it's out there collecting live intelligence and keeping watch over vital areas. Equipped with the powerful Lynx multimode radar and an advanced electro-optical/infrared sensor, this drone doesn't miss a thing. It can see through darkness, fog, and even camouflage. And get this, it can take off and land on its own, no pilot required. The Sky Guardian is also larger than its earlier cousins, boasting a wingspan of 79 feet. It can fly as high as 40,000 feet, carry more than 4,800 pounds, and it's certified to safely fly over civilian airspace. So not only can it strike or spy, it can do so from places you wouldn't expect, in ways no one sees coming. This drone is already part of NATO's elite arsenal. Countries like the United Kingdom and Japan have eagerly adopted it, and it's not hard to see why. It's fast, it's lethal, and now with a high-energy laser strapped to its belly, it's practically unstoppable. Imagine this, an unmanned drone flying undetected high above a battlefield, quietly pinpointing threats, and then, with a flash of invisible energy, disabling enemy drones, rockets, or missiles before they ever hit their target. No explosions, no trace, just raw power silently eliminating whatever stands in its path. The Sky Guardian drone stands out not just for its long flight time and sharp surveillance abilities, but also for how easily it works with other systems, vehicles, and technologies. This makes it useful for many types of missions, on land, at sea, in the air, and even in cyberspace. Because it connects so well with other tools, it gives the military better awareness and helps them make faster choices during complex missions. This kind of smart technology is part of a bigger change in how modern warfare is changing. A powerful example is seen in a striking image from a US military report, showing a laser weapon being fired from a Navy ship at a drone during a test. The image, released in January, was part of a report from the year 2024 by the Office of the Director, Operational Test and Evaluation, which helps the Department of Defense check how well new weapons perform. In the photo, a beam of light shoots through the sky from the USS Preble, a Navy destroyer, as it targets an uncrewed aerial vehicle, or drone, during a test somewhere in the ocean. This weapon system is known as Helios, short for high-energy laser, with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance. The test aimed to check if the weapon works correctly, how well it performs, and if it is capable of hitting its target. Although the image is powerful, the report gives only limited information about the test. It does not say where the ship was located or exactly when the laser was fired. Still, it confirms that the Navy used the Helios system in a live demonstration to track and fire at an aerial threat. The U.S. Center for Countermeasures was in charge of collecting visual proof from the test. Their job is to gather and study data to make sure new defense systems, like Helios, are effective before they are officially added to the military's arsenal. Helios is one of the most advanced laser weapons being developed by the U.S. Navy. It is built to disable or destroy drones and other threats without using traditional ammunition. Instead of launching missiles or bullets, it uses a powerful laser beam to burn or damage the target. This makes it a low-cost and efficient option for modern warfare, especially as threats like drones become more common. The weapon is also designed to defend ships while helping with tracking and surveillance. Its beam can act as a dazzler that blinds or confuses sensors on enemy drones, making them lose direction or crash. Although the report is careful not to reveal too much, it shows that the Navy is making real progress with laser weapons. As tests continue and performance improves, systems like Helios could soon play a major role in how the Navy protects its ships and handles modern threats at sea. This push for laser weapons isn't happening in the United States alone. Across the ocean, the United Kingdom is also moving quickly with its own defense technology, especially in the field of directed energy weapons. These include powerful laser and radio frequency systems designed to stop drones, missiles, or even manned aircraft without using traditional explosives. Following successful tests, the UK has decided to boost its DEW program significantly, setting aside nearly £1 billion to support research, trials, and development. Maria Eagle, the UK's defence minister, confirmed this decision in a formal reply to Parliament. She stated that the new funding would keep the UK at the forefront of weapons innovation within NATO. This investment is part of the government's strategy to make the military more prepared for new and evolving threats. According to Eagle, the use of DEWs will help protect UK troops both on home soil and in overseas operations. One key focus is the Dragonfire laser, the UK's main high-energy laser weapon project. Built by a partnership that includes DSTL, MBDA, Leonardo, and Kinetic-Q, Dragonfire is designed to hit flying targets like drones or missiles with precision and at great distances. Unlike missiles, each laser shot costs very little and doesn't need the heavy logistics required to move traditional weapons. During recent trials, Dragonfire fired more than 300 times and successfully destroyed 30 drones, even during harsh weather conditions. Eagle said these tests prove the system's reliability and ability to work under real-world situations. The British Army also tested a radio frequency system, which managed to take down drone targets during a live demonstration. These successful trials show how fast the UK is moving toward using energy weapons in actual combat settings. The UK's strong progress with DEWs shows a clear goal: build weapons that are lighter, cheaper to use, and fast to deploy. With these advancements, the UK is setting a strong example within NATO and aiming to reshape how future wars are fought. The UK's investment in directed energy weapons is now seen as a game changer for future military protection. These systems, which use focused energy like lasers or radio waves instead of traditional explosives, are being developed to defend military bases and high-value assets from modern threats such as drones, missiles, and possibly even aircraft. Defense Minister Maria Eagle confirmed this during a parliamentary response, stressing that DEWs could support a wide range of military operations. However, due to security reasons, she did not share specific details about where or when these weapons might be deployed. The government has set aside almost £1 billion to continue trials, speed up prototype development, and prepare for eventual use of both laser and radio frequency weapons. This move is part of a much broader strategy within the Ministry of Defense, to push innovation and update the UK's military equipment. With global threats evolving rapidly, such technologies are becoming a priority. Although these weapons are still being tested and haven't been widely used in actual combat, they are showing strong results, especially against drones. Drones are now one of the most common dangers on modern battlefields. As a result, the UK military is starting to take these futuristic weapons more seriously. Their growing success in trials could lead to them playing a much bigger role in the UK's overall defense plans. The UK's major focus is on systems like the Dragonfire laser, which is a leading part of this new technology push. Dragonfire is being developed by a group of major British defense companies in partnership with the Defense Science and Technology Laboratory. It aims to shoot down airborne threats accurately and at a much lower cost than traditional missiles. Each laser shot is cheaper, and the system requires fewer supplies to operate, which could make it a much more practical choice in future wars. Meanwhile, NATO countries are also stepping up their game. At a recent NATO summit held in The Hague, allied nations promised to invest more in cutting-edge technology. The UK's strong commitment to directed energy weapons fits perfectly with NATO's broader goal to have fast-acting, modern, and low-cost defense systems ready for whatever challenges come next. These new systems could mark a huge change in how wars are fought and how soldiers are protected. Instead of launching expensive missiles or placing troops at high risk, militaries could use DEWs to disable threats instantly from a distance, with extreme accuracy and little collateral damage. They can also be used more often without worrying about running out of ammo, since they're powered by electricity rather than explosives. While it's still early days for widespread battlefield use, the evidence from testing is promising. Recent trials have shown that DEWs, including the Dragonfire laser, can destroy multiple drones even in tough weather conditions. That's a big sign that these weapons can be relied on during real-life operations. Ultimately, the UK sees directed energy weapons as vital to creating a fast-moving, well-prepared force that can keep up with modern threats. The billion-pound investment is more than just funding. It's a signal that the country is ready to lead in military innovation. As the technology becomes more advanced and battle-ready, these laser and RF systems could soon play a central role in how Britain and its allies defend themselves in the future. Recent tests by both the United States and the United Kingdom show that laser weapons are becoming a key focus in modern military technology. These tests highlight a big change in how future wars might be fought, with more countries showing interest in using high-powered laser systems. Laser-directed energy weapons work at the speed of light. They shoot a focused beam of energy that can slice through targets quickly and accurately. Unlike traditional weapons that use missiles or bullets, these systems rely only on energy, making them faster and quieter. One major advantage is cost. Using a laser weapon is far cheaper than firing missiles. According to the UK military, firing a laser for 10 seconds costs about the same as running a household heater for 1 hour. This makes laser weapons an affordable option, especially for fighting drones or small threats that would usually require expensive missiles. As nations continue to develop these systems, it's clear that lasers could play a big role in future battles. They offer speed, accuracy, and lower costs, qualities that are hard to beat in today's high-tech battlefield. These tests mark a strong step toward the future of military defense. Thanks for watching. While you are still here, click on the link on your screen to check out another of our videos. See you there.